Good morning, guys. It is 7:40 in the morning and I'm working on getting this thing started. So the thing that I did was put some new spark plugs in because the ones that I left before I went to the States were corroded, pretty brittle. And then I put the new water neck in, I put the new JSP alternator bracket in. Still got to put the cable for the temperature gauge. Rebuilt the CBR 900 carburetors from Honda. So whenever I tried starting it, the module, I guess, fried because it didn't have enough ground. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a metal bracket of this kind of raggedy, but I'm trying to clean it up on the corners, that way it doesn't look that bad. I already did the holes for the module, so I already have the module. I just still gotta buy some bolts at the local bolt store. But once that's done, the car already has pink Toyota coolant fluid, and yeah, it's already in time and everything, so should be running pretty soon. I already also installed the overflow reservoir tank from Amazon. Bought it off of a company called Nrg. And yeah, but everything seems to be working. I mean, I also have to buy a battery because the battery, a $300 battery that I left, I guess it got crossed, so I had to buy one. It was gel, so I guess that's the reason why. I guess if you don't use it often, it'll cross. So I bought a acid one. Yeah. Oh, I also had to find a caliper. Okay, there it is. See, so it's red. Used to be silver, but this one, I guess I rebuilt it, but it was too far gone. So it doesn't matter if you rebuilt it or not. If the piston is kind of they're kind of worn, then they won't really seal. So yeah, I got these done so you don't have any leaks on the brake lines. Still has fluid. Oh, the clutch, after freaking 3 years on installing it, it still looks good. But yeah, the engine bay looks really nice. I'm telling you, it's gonna be the hardest AE86 around the island, but I'm taking it to the States, so it's gonna be the hardest one in the States. Anyways, yeah, so I'm going to the local bolt store. I gotta buy something to eat, and see you till then. Hey guys, so this is my last day here in the island, and I did a little bit of work on the car. It does turn, it runs. I have a flat tire, so I can't really show you guys how it drives, but yeah, so I'll show you everything that I've done to the car since I got here, and then we'll go from there. Okay, in the engine bay, what I did was I rebuilt the carbs. So I put new floats in there, new seals, O-rings and all that good stuff. Put new NGK spark plug wires, Denso spark plugs, and then let's see what else. Oh, also I put a new is that a crank pulley bolt? Yeah, crank pulley bolt. And then the rear wheel drive water neck, which I had the front wheel drive one, and then what I did was I sent it to the machine shop so that they can extend the neck, but it didn't seem to work because it's still leaked. So I sourced this one. Put a new reservoir. Looks nice. I like it. I like how it looks. Simple. It'll run like this. Let's see what else. Oh, put the wipers in. I had to fix the wiper motor because it was seized from the inside, so I had to hit it a couple times, put some grease inside and whatnot, and it started working. Didn't do anything to the coilovers. I was able to fix the plugs on the headlights, because I guess whenever they were moving the car they stepped on it, so they broke it. So I sourced those, and I went ahead and installed new ones. I mean, not new ones, like old ones. And then I went ahead and went to the junkyard and find the plug for the bumper signal lights. So these are from a AE86 radio, or is it radio, or is it a cigarette plug? Yeah, so the cigarette plug, I found 2 of those. So all I have to do is put those together with the, where are they? Well, okay, with these, but they didn't have enough time, so I'll do it whenever I do come back, which may be September. Yeah, so everything's good. I'll put a old caliper, because the one that I rebuilt was leaking, and I guess it was the piston. And yeah, so also same thing, my module was burning up, and it was because of bad ground. I had to make a small steel bar, and I ground it to the block. I think I'll make it look nicer, but for now it turns on and whatnot. Yeah, so it works. So with that, I'll give you a walk around. Put the new bumper lights, Trano, get the signal lights and whatnot. Got the retro spec over fenders. And same on this side. Yeah. And then put the new weather stripping for the sunroof. That looks nice. And then the interior, try to clean it up, but my son just started stepping over it, so I don't really care about that. I had to go through every single fuse and verify, because nothing was turning on whenever I got here. So I had to wiggle cables and whatnot, and you know, have everything, try to make it work. Because I guess when you leave a car for a long time parked, it won't, like, everything gets seized up and whatnot. So but now everything's working. So you got the radio that's working, you got the sunroof. I think this is like for the personal lap light. I don't even know. And then this one, I had to put a new light in, but it works. Still gotta get new visors and a new center mirror at the source. I installed the Japanese vent cup holder. Yep. Then I'm trying to find a new volt gauge, because this one, it gets stuck. The gauge gets stuck, so you have to hit it and it'll read whatever it's reading. But yeah, all in all, I put new door crank handles, and then I put the new bezels for the door. These are reupholstered 86 door cards about 5 years ago. Painted the handles really nice, and then I have the OG likewise finger banger. Yeah, kind of corroded the chrome. I think I either re-chrome it again, or maybe paint it some other color and powder coat it. Yeah. So on the center dash, what I did, this was like 5 years ago. I went ahead and bought some carbon fiber already done, and then I cut it to length and then glued it with epoxy. It looks pretty nice, I like it. And then I put small holes, and these are like small buttons. This is for the fuel, and then these are for first fan and then second fan. And yeah, and then the center has the same thing and whatnot. I have the Techno Toy push knob, brake, whatever. And then I have the new center console lid. But yeah, I try to make it as OEM slash drift car as possible. That way you can see it as complete as possible. But then again, I have a drift car. So let me see what else I can show you. Oh, I have the Spats made in Japan steering wheel. I bought it about 4 years ago from Get Japan. They were pretty nice. Whenever I did get it, there was a bolt missing. I contacted them and they were pretty nice. They sent it overnight, actually. Just one bolt, which is pretty nice because these are really specific bolts. So yeah, so you don't want to have only two. It'll look horrible. And then I just bought the Nrg Quick Release Hub. And it looks pretty nice. Yeah. So now I can just, you know, take it off. Wait. Ta-da. Yeah, see? Oh, and this is a really good find. This hub is a Momo Steering Hub. I found it at a junkyard here up in the center of the island. Let me see if I can pull it out. Okay, yeah, I pulled it out. So there should be I think it's in the back, either in the back or in the back of this Nrg thing. But yeah, but it's a Momo steering hub, which is pretty cool. And it's rubber. Yeah, so it won't really crack or break. It won't be uncomfortable. It'll be easy to clean up and whatnot. So yeah, and the guy who I bought it from, they're like, oh, I don't know what steering hub it is, because I guess they don't know what Momo is. So they're just like, oh, let me get 10 bucks for it. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, shit. So yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. If you plan on coming to PR, I would suggest you start hitting the junkyards, because you never know. A lot of people have stuff that they don't even know what's the price of, so they're like, yeah, let me get 20 bucks for it, and it might cost 100. So yeah. So yeah, and then the second thing is, whenever this car does come to the States, I'm gonna put the power mirrors, because it used to have power mirrors, but then I was young and dumb and I cut them off. I don't know why. And now I can't seem to get the diagram or the plugs. So whenever I do have time, I'll just go ahead and plug them back on, and then I'll have electric mirrors. Yeah, so let's give it a cold start and see. Son, he heard the car running, so he thought I was gonna leave. And the fuel gauge is also working. I still have to fill the car up. I don't think I'm gonna leave the whole tank full, because then if I'm gonna ship it, they'll have to be drained, and it have to be up to 1/4 of a tank and whatnot. So I don't think I'm just gonna fill it up all. I think it's just gonna put half a tank. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you the engine from the engine bay. Vente, gordo. Vente, papá. Vente. Yeah. doesn't sound that bad. It sounds good. It needs a little bit of timing. Smells like gas. Yeah, it needs a little bit of timing, but you know, I didn't have enough time to do all this stuff. Did all this stuff on my own. So I'm gonna give you a quick walk around of the car.